welcome to Christy's Stampin' Spot. Welcome. I'm Christy. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. We are going to make a really cute Father's Day or Guy card today. I've been using the fabulous Wildlife Wonder stamp set this week, so let me go ahead and turn you guys down. Awesome. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be using the Wildlife Wonder. If you caught me earlier this week on my YouTube channel, I made a really fun wolf card using the wolf from this stamp set and using that fabulous stargazing paper um, that is currently on sale with our 15% off, and the fabulous, these are the Aspen tree dyes. So it was a pretty simple card. We're going to do another really simple card, but different. We're going to use the bear this time. And I'm going to show you guys some of the in colors. So here I've made the card that we're going to make today, and this is in that one of our new colors, the copper clay. But I'm going to show you how to make the same card in Pebble Path. So I've actually used some of this is our what is this stuff called? The 2023-2025 in color designer series paper, and this is the one. Now this one's not on sale, but this is the one that you can get in every color family. As well as we're going to use some of the shimmer paper, which I just am loving. I want to put it on everything. And this is the 2023-2025 in color luster. So it's luster specialty paper. So it's like shimmer, but it's almost it's really kind of different. So this page, there's like not any it doesn't really have any texture, but it's definitely got shimmer. So it's similar to, like, you guys remember our shimmer white cardstock, but in the colors. Right, and here it is in the Pebble Path. So we're going to use the Pebble Path on with it today. And with this stamp set, we're actually going to be using the Tree Rings Hybrid Embossing Folder and some of the Radiated Stitches dies, which is an online exclusive. All right, so to find this stuff, let's see. So we're going to be using the hybrid embossing folder and tree rings, and they actually it's also a returning product that was in the catalog a little while ago. I don't know if it was in a mini. I think it was in the mini, but it went with this Ringed with Nature. So I'm actually not using that stamp set, but this is the stamp set that goes with dies in the embossing folder that we're going to use. Stamp set. You're going to find it on page 100, and it is a beautiful, distinctive stamp set, the wonderful Wildlife Wonder. And I just really like this because of the fabulous, distinctive images. The wolf, it's got a beautiful owl, and the bear, as well as this could be ground or water, depending on what you want to use it for. And then there's some either flowers or grass. And then this is great for Father's Day, which is coming up. But it's also good for like birthday cards and that sort of thing because it's got to a great guy for all the great things you do. You mean so much to me. Sending birthday wishes and a note of thanks. So this is a really great you can use it all around. It doesn't have to be for masculine cards either, but it's really awesome. I love this set. And I love that it's distinctive. So you don't have to do a lot of color. I love the color, but sometimes it's fabulous when the stamp does all the shading for you. Now you're going to be able to find the embossing folder that we're going to use today on page 1. It's 167, and in your annual catalog, and it's right here. Right here. The Tree Rings Hybrid Embossing Folder. And what that means is that it is made to match, right? So it has this big die right here that will fit into our embossing folder. So now I'm not going to be using that today. I just die cut a piece of a die cut a piece of the Pebble Path, and then I ran it through to give it the little rings. You see it fits right here. And I die cut out the paper with this die. So I ran my Pebble Path through with this die and then put the unbossed piece, and it fits right there, and then just ran it through. But if you wanted to make this whole piece, look at that. Your die will fit into right here, like fits right into your figure out how I had it. Yeah, it goes like that. So it fits in here like this. You can actually run it through with your put your paper in here and it'll emboss and cut out these tree rings at the same time. I just didn't need to make all the tree rings. I just wanted this one. So I just die cut out, and if you can see, this one fits. Which one did I have it in so I don't forget? Right here, right here. So I actually die cut it out with this one, the paper, and then it fits right inside here, and you can see it's got the little edges where it can just sit right there, and then I could just I just ran it through just so I have that one little piece. But these are fabulous. It doesn't hurt your embossing folder, but it comes together as one. So you can't get the embossing folder without the dies. And then we're also going to use this little die right here, and I'm going to die cut out a little sprig with the specialty. No, it's Luster specialty paper, the in-color Luster specialty paper. I love this set. This is so pretty. So this is a hybrid, and when you see the hybrid, we've got a couple. The Sweet Citrus is another one that has the embossing folder and the dies that come together. So it's really fun because you can use them separately or together, which is really awesome. So I love that. So I'm going to use that one. And you can, like I said, you can find that on page 167 of the catalog. Okay, so go ahead and close this away. And then the other thing that we're using is the radiating dies. And those are back. They were on back not back order, unorderable for a while, but they are an online exclusive, so you can only find this. It's not in any catalog. You can only find it in our online store, and that is the fabulous radiating dies. Pretty. Really like that. We're going to use this one. I've die cut out the paper, and then we're going to stamp our bear on it. I love these. These are fabulous. But you can get them now. They are available now in my online store. And what's really exciting is we have this really fabulous new a starter kit plus special that Stampin' Up is doing this month. That if you get the starter kit, which is join Stampin' Up for $99, you can pick $155 of product for that $99. But you can also add things that are on that are in pre-order right now that only demonstrators can get. So there's actually a really cute Christmas set. It's only available for demonstrators. My computer time out. There it goes. So that's really awesome. They let those that join be able to get these. I think the best part about being a demonstrator really is not just the 20% discount, but to be able to see and get things early. I just love that. But our online exclusives. So make sure you go on and check out the online exclusives so you can get those radiating stitches dies. And then we're also going to use the Timber 3D embossing folder. And that's we're going to run our I've already run it, but it's the piece of the luster also through that. Okay, so put all that away. I get all that done. Let's get out our card pieces. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. So we have our example. It's not on the shiny part. Okay, so first we're going to need a piece of Petal Path. And I know I usually do my cards at 11 and 4 1/4. But this time we're going to do it, make a half card, like a book fold. And so instead of cutting it 4 1/4, we're going to actually cut it at 5 1/2, and then you score it at 4 1/4. It's our regular 8 1/2 by 11. And this is the Pebbled Path. I've got a little book fold. That's fabulous. And then we need a piece of basic white for my inside layer. And that's always at the 5 1/8, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. We're going to need a piece of the Luster Pebble Path from the 2023-2025 Luster specialty paper. And I have run my specialty paper through with the Timber embossing folder, which you can get. It's in the catalog, and it's of course I'm sure you can find everything. But I've cut it. So this one I actually cut it at 3 1/2. And I realized I really wanted a little bit more of the specialty paper. So this one I cut, it's at the 5 1/2, length, so it'll go from side to side. But I wanted it to be a little bit more, so less of the border from the outside card. So I've actually cut it at 3 3/4. So, and of course, I will have all the measurements for this card up on my blog tomorrow. So, and then we're gonna layer that on just like that. And then we need a piece of the 2023-2025 in color designer series paper pack, and this is of course the Pebble Path sheet. And I've cut this one at 3, and I'm pretty sure it's 3, and the 5.5. So it goes from side to side at 3. And then we're going to use the radiating dies to cut out a piece of basic white for our label, or our label, but for our image. So I've already stamped that. I've already die cut it, and then we're just going to stamp it with our bear. And then I need a piece of scrap, and this is about it's cut at 1.5. But we're going to tear it, and so then I'm just going to snip it short for our sentiment to kind of give it this kind of fun, this teared edge on the on our sentiment. And then I have the pieces of designer series paper strips, and these are at the 1/2 inch by 5 1/4 because we're doing it long ways, book folds. I'm gonna keep them in here so I don't lose it, as well as a piece, the cute little die from the Tree Rings dies. I did that little sprig, and that's in that Pebble Path luster specialty paper. And then I did already die cut out a little tree ring. Like I said, I die cut it out with the dies for the tree dies out of the Pebble Path, and then I ran it through um, with the embossing, with the hybrid embossing folder to get that, so we can put that on top of our bear. Okay, and then we're going to use some of these fabulous ink color dots, which I love. They're so fabulous. Okay, make sure I got that up there. I don't use. We're doing okay. Now that I know that this is what we're going to do, let's go ahead and build this part of the card, and then we'll do our stamping. So I don't end up losing it. I think it was right after I got done with the live yesterday. I found, or on Wednesday, I found the piece. I actually lost one of my strips that go on the front, and of course I find it right after the live. It had fallen on the ground. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue and be really careful with this. So I love this luster paper. It's really pretty, but it is shiny, so it takes a little bit longer to glue for the glue to dry. Or if you stamp on it, it'll take a little bit longer for it to dry. It's really awesome. You're gonna emboss, but you need to make sure that if you stamp on it, you give it a time to dry so it does not smear. Okay, set that down. See that pretty? That texture on the shimmer. So pretty. Love, love, love. So it gives it a little bit of shine. So even though it's kind of a masculine card, it's not too much. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue our stripe. Designer series paper. The ink color in the Pebble Path. And that across. That. So this is a fabulous layout. You can use this for all kinds of different cards. Love this layout. I don't always go from side to side. I mean, it looks good either way if you're going to do it this way. But because of our bear image, I need it to go this way for our book fold. See? Ah, it's great. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay. And then now that we've got that down, we need to put, let's stamp our image. Okay. So we're using the bear from the Wildlife Wonder stamp set. And this is a distinctive set. And when it's distinctive, that means it has like a lot of shading already built in. So I found my best way to use these is to use your Pebble pad or your ink pad, and you're going to ink your stamp instead of use your stamp ink. There's something about the pressure and with it even getting it nicely covered without getting um, when you push it down, you can kind of, with your own fingers, right, when you do that, kind of can get the ink a little uneven. So when you do it this way, it seems to do better. If you have a really super juicy ink pad and it kind of gets all blobby, you can use your bone folder or spoon to kind of move the ink away so it's less inky in the spot where you're going to use it. But I found that if I just ink my image this way, that it works pretty good. Can you guys see all that? Look at all that ink, the really nice definition. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and stamp that. And I'm going to put my sentiment, I'm going to use that over on the side, right? So I want to make sure that my bear is closer to the edge on this side and on that down. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? Oh, even in the gray, right? I love this pebble path because it's kind of like a brownish gray. So, okay, there is our bear. And then we just need to stamp our sentiment. So, like I said, I've got this piece of um, basic white, and I'm going to use the For All the Great Things You Do, and which is also from this Wonderful Life. I actually used these stamps on my Facebook, my YouTube live on Tuesday. I used the To a Great Guy on the front, and I used this on the inside. This is fabulous. Okay, so I'm kind of going to do it in the corner here, so that go very nice. I'm just going to use my so I did it towards the edge. I stamped towards this edge, and I'm just going to use my paper snips, or you can, of course, use your trimmer, but I'm just going to paper snip it. Shut that. And then I'm going to actually tear it. So make sure your ink is dry before you do it. And then I'm just going to tear my paper. Give it that kind of rough edge. And we do have that fabulous white core paper that you can get that will leave like the white core. But I kind of even without the white core, it looks kind of cool like that. So we're gonna put that on there. There we go. So now we've got our stamping done. Now let's go ahead and assemble this on there. So you're gonna need your stamp dimensionals. Let's see where I put my stamp dimensionals. I don't know what I've done with it. So that's the wrong thing. Oh, here they are, right here in front of me. All right, so we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop up our bear. Basic white. I think I'm gonna add a little bit extra, just so I have a little bit more weight, because I'm gonna put this down on here like that. uh, so when you're putting this on, definitely want it to be farther in the back and just in the middle. That. I have to figure out my fingers inactive. Oh, my computer screen. Okay. Go. So it's even. Ah, okay. I can zoom it in a little bit. It's out of the way. See the bear better. Okay, here we go. So I've got him on there. Now I'm gonna add the tree ring that I made. Like that. And I'm just gonna put the tree ring on there just like that. I'm gonna use some that's one Stampin' Dimensional. If you decide which way you want it to go, like that. One Stampin' Dimensional right here. Sure, put it on the right side. I always want to mess that up. Let me just use. You can use a little bit of glue. Actually, I will use a little bit of glue. I like to use glue when I use the textured embossing because it really holds it much better than like glue dots. Okay, and it does give you a little bit of a wiggle. That. I've got it so it kind of goes over that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stick that on. Make this thinner. I want to make it thinner. Do. So that's going to be about an inch. Yeah. But when you tear it, you need a little bit more room for that. So I'm going to just set that on there like that. Let's see, how did I do this one? This one I had, oh, I put it the other way. And I put it long ways instead of short ways. You see what I'm saying? Like I made it fat this way, and then this one I did this way. So can I fix it? And two. Yeah, there you go. I made it too long instead of short. That's why I did not like the way my sentiment was looking on there. There you go. Okay, so now I can just use glue for this because it's gonna stick on top. Nice. Very fabulous. Okay, that little piece. So that's one of the reasons I like to make it a little bit thinner, and you have to kind of use your paper snips to get it to fit. Okay, so then you could put it here, and then put the let's see, I've got it on the outside there. Well, I kind of like it on the outside. I'm gonna put the things in the middle. So you can put this your little sprig however you want that, as long as it's like touching all the things, or like that. I kind of like it the other way, so I'm gonna put it this way, which means you have to put the glue dots. Okay, so I'm gonna do glue dots. If I were gonna put it where the whole thing was surface is touching, then I could probably use glue. My Pikachu. What's that? Roll these up. So those the little dots from the paper pumpkin also work really good. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my glue dot a little bit and put them on those leaves. Add my spray. And then I'll add my dots and add a little bit of a wing Stella to my bear's eye, and we're done. Now this is a really simple card, although I did most of the stuff, the embossing and cutting beforehand, so it's a quick go. All right. So then close to the sentiment, not over. And then make sure that when you're placing your sprig, making sure you kept it on, not just looking at how it works with your sentiment. Make sure it doesn't go off your paper, because then it won't fit your card. If you're gonna mail it in the card, right? Mail it, it won't fit in your envelope. You just don't want to take your paper off the edge. So I keep doing that. You know, I said don't do it, feel like it moves a little bit. So let's see, I'm gonna get that a little bit more. Do same thing with the other one. And I pushed it on and smoothed it. So you want to make sure you keep it so it's right there like that. Muy bien. And then we're just going to use some of these fabulous in color dots, which I love. I'm really loving our new ink colors. I think they're really awesome. I'm really enjoying it. These colors, I wasn't sure. Man, it's really hard, even though it's not even fall yet. These are nice. I like these ink color dots too. That's awesome. Put one up here. I love that they have three different sizes of the dot. It's like that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, so nice, so lovely, so simple. I know that the stripes are a little bit bold, but kind of reminds me of like a tie. You get those flowers as a tie. Isn't that pretty? Love, love, love. Okay, then we need to add a little bit of Wink of Stella. Just like that. There's not a lot of sparkle, but it's a little bit of a definition. Nice. Oh, and now we need to add our inside layer. Okay, so I also like to always put a piece on the back. So again, this is a strip 1/2 by 5 1/4 of that designer series paper. then I need to stamp my thing, my Pebble Path out. And then this is my basic white. Remember, instead of going this way, which I always do, I need to go this way. Continue to remember that. Get my other piece out. Put that on the bottom. My basic white inside panel. And it's still the same 5.5 by 3 7/8. And then this strip is 5 1/4. I totally had it zoomed completely out. Okay. Go. See that? And then I'm just going to stamp the other side, the To a Great Guy. I'm gonna stamp that. Or I can put, you know what? I put it in the middle on this one. I think I'm gonna put it over here on the side. It's like a new thing I like to do. Now is me putting the sentiment over there on the side. I don't know why. I'm enjoying doing that. Guy, and I like to carry over what I put on the inside and put it on the back of my card. And then I'm going to use my the Stampin' Up! Logo from the Stamped with Love. I really like it. It's a little bit bigger. I like the font that they have for this one. And this not only keeps my card in policy, mail it, but look at that. It feels done, right? It feels done. I love it. It's never done until you've got the back done, I think. Make it. The backs. Okay. Then I'm going to add my glue to my inside there. Go ahead. Just like that. Very nice. Awesome, awesome. And I'm going to close this. And then I did notice I got a little bit of glue on the inside cover here. I'm going to use my eraser. I'm just going to erase that. Get that glue off. I love these. So Stampin' Up! Used to sell these, but they don't anymore. But you can get them on Amazon. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, dollar store. They have some, but these are just regular craft erasers, and I use them all the time because I get glue everywhere. So it's different than the sand erasers. I know you can get sand erasers from like Michaels or Amazon, and that's these ones. And the sand erasers are good for if you get a little bit of ink on something, you can erase a little bit of ink. You just don't make sure you don't like really rub hard because you can tear the fibers of your paper. But then and again, Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell these either. But you can get those from like Amazon or I think they have them at Michaels. But again, I love this. Love that so much. Okay, there we go. And there we go. There it is in the copper clay. And then here it is in the pebbled path. That's pretty. I just like that. It's so fabulous. I love this designer series paper. I don't usually use the designer series paper, the packs. I wanted to get with the ink colors because I love these ink colors. Because I love our designer series paper so much that I almost never get like ones that have the regular patterns. I always like all the Stargaze. It's so pretty, and all those ones are actually um on sale. But oh, awesome, awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy that card. I don't know if you guys are ready for Father's Day. I think that's in 2 weeks. But this also makes a great male birthday card, masculine birthday card, or anybody who likes bears. That works too. But giving it just using the adding a little bit with the little wood as a tree trunk piece, right, and the sprig really just kind of makes it a little bit more woodsy. And again, I love that timber embossing folder. It's so fabulous. It's a 3D one with the luster. And if you don't have the luster paper, it looks still good with regular, but like the extra shine. So nice. So nice. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. I just want to remind you there is the DSP sale that's going on now. That is it's select. It's most of our designer series papers. In the video, I will have the link where you can download the PDF and see exactly which papers. You can see that there's several that are shown here. I mean, that the Daisy, the first is the Daisy, the Le Shops, that even that huge paper pack. I forget what the name of that one is, but it has it's like 48 sheets, so it's usually $30. So at 50% off, right? That's awesome. Like you can get that pack now. It's a great time. So and that sale is going on until the 30th. I also mentioned that the Stampin' Up! Is doing their Starter Kit Plus promotion this month. So it's a fabulous time. I mean, it's always a fabulous time, but it's even more fabulous joining Stampin' Up! And I'd love to have you join my Stampin' Lovely team. But when you join Stampin' Up! With the starter kit, so you order that starter kit plus, and you get to choose $155 for that $99 plus free shipping, and then there's like a sample paper pumpkin kit and some catalogs and some business supplies. It is such a fabulous deal. I mean, between the $55 and the free shipping, it's awesome. And there's no obligation. You get to even make your first order, even though when you make your first order, you get 20% off, which I'm telling you, that with this fabulous catalog, it's the best time to get that discount. So if you have any questions, I have all the links in this description. Or email me, reach out, and I will answer any other questions you have about the Starter Kit Plus. And then we're coming up quick on the Welcome In Kit. So you have till the 10th to get it. It's to subscribe to get this paper pumpkin kit. It matches our coordinates with the new Countryside Inn suite that's in the new catalog. I love that suite. It's got that gorgeous paper that is on sale. But it matches that, and we did get to see a little bit of a sneak peek of it, and the Calypso Coral, which is my favorite color. They have one of the card bases, and I think it's the fox one, the fox sheets, foxes that you can get in the blue, in the blues, the Countryside Inn paper, but they have it, I think, in the Calypso Coral for the paper pumpkin kit. So I'm really excited. As well as you can get the add-on dies that are available now. They're only like $6 in my online store. And you do need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to get those. But oh my gosh, they show you there. It does have a stamp, but again, with like all dies, you can do die cut one of those vases out of any of the design assurance paper. It has a leaf sprig and a leaf that'll and the vase that will coordinate with the vase stamp set, or the stamp and flower that's in the paper pumpkin kit. So that's available now. It does not come with your paper pumpkin. It's an add-on, as well as I think the add-on those cards from last month that are gorgeous are still available in the online store. So it's a great time to be a paper pumpkin subscriber. The monthly paper pumpkin is only $24.50. You can also get it or if you want in my online store, you can subscribe to a code and get 2, 3, 4. I usually get those during celebration. My husband gets me the 12 months for my birthday, and he has for years and years. So I get all of it, and then you can, because it's like $250, get all of those celebration things. So I usually order and get the big code, but if you've never tried paper pumpkin, getting one time at $24, $24.50, and that includes the shipping. So I think there's a little bit left for tax on there for tax depending on where you're at. But that is such a great, because this is going to be, I think it's 9 cards. It's an awesome deal. They're so fabulous, and they just get better and better. So that is the 10th. You have till the 10th for that. And then yesterday we had a new kit come out. The kit collections which is always awesome, but this is the beach, and I'm so ready for the beach. I'm not going to vacation until um, July, and we're gonna get to go to the beach, which I'm very excited about. But oh, it looks beautiful. I love that umbrella. So that is, I think it's like $22, and you can find that in the online store under the kit collections. So thank you guys so much for coming. If you need anything, there is my June host code. I realize now I probably have the right banner on when I went live. But that's the June host code. And again, whenever you order anything in my online store, I always send you out a thank you card. Um, I appreciate all of your business, as well as if you spend $35, I send you a free PDF of the month from my Impressions Week uh, group that does it. I think this month is the Timeless Arrangements. Such a pretty bundle. As well as when you spend $50, I'll send you a free embellishment with your thank you card. So that is my post code for June. And thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick but lovely wildlife wonder and hybrid tree ring card. And if you haven't gotten that one, the one wildlife wonder stamp set is a great stamp set. It is so fabulous. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a fabulous weekend. Happy crafting. Bye.